Hi everyone, this is Armita Gobadi, and I'm going to be your professor for this semester, Developmental Psychology, best course ever. Let's begin. I'm gonna share my screen, so yeah, this way you could just see everything from here. Welcome to Developmental Psychology, the best course ever. This is an online course. You already know that. You have to check the syllabus. I put more information in my syllabus all the time, and that's going to be your Bible. You have to just go through your syllabus all the time. But a little about me. My name is Armita. It is Armita. You can call me Armita, Ari, or Professor Gobadi, whatever you prefer. I don't like to be called ma'am or miss. I just don't like it. Just call me Armita and we are good. My gender preferred pronouns is she, her, hers. That is very important. I'm Persian, I'm Iranian. I came from Iran in 2019, and I do love teaching. You're going to understand that over the semester. But more about me is I did my background is in clinical psychology from University of Tehran. My PhD is in developmental psychology, minor cognitive science. I'm working on brain plasticity, cognitive and linguistic development in different population. Like by different population, I mean like monolingual, bilingual, children with Down syndromes, children with autism. I work with them a lot. And I'm also doing a lot of projects related to human-computer interaction. For those of you who are from HCI department, I'm your buddy. So whatever question you have, you can just ask me. More personal stuff about me. I know that students, they would love to hear personal stuff about you. But yeah, I thought my audio is muted and I would kill myself if I would just record, the whole thing and suddenly I would just understand my audio is muted. But more about me, I love doing chess, playing chess. Actually, I used to run a lot, but I actually broke my pinky toe. So I cannot run anymore. Um, yeah, but I should just address that because I have to do some PT, physical therapy to just address that broken pinky toe to perform and behave like a normal pinky toe. But for now, I'm playing chess. I do a lot of karaoke. I mean, specifically Beyonce, because like I'm really good at it. I love hanging out with friends, but I do love being a homebody. I do enjoy that from time to time. My favorite food is hot pot. I love having like hot pot nights and just hang with friends, having a bonfire, especially now. Like today is Friday and it's snowy like crazy, and I love it. I do love it. The causes that I support, it is gender equality, women rights, LGBTQ rights. I'm a big fan and supporter of diversity. It can be age, race, gender, and religion. I would not appreciate being in a room that people are gonna be judged based on their age, because I'm seeing that a lot. I do have students from older spectrum, and sometimes I'm just having a class and I can see whenever they're commenting other people, they're just, doing something that they shouldn't do. I appreciate every age in my class. I do appreciate diversity. I'm myself a minority, so I do support people from different backgrounds, especially those from minority backgrounds and people from diverse gender background as well as religion background. Now I really want to know more about you. I'm gonna actually post up, I actually create a discussion post asking everyone to tell me about their name, gender pronouns, hobbies, causes that they're gonna support, and do you guys expect to achieve from this course? You could just go back to objective of the course and just answer this question. about like what do you want to achieve. But I would just say that if you are here for getting a good grade, you're gonna get it if you would work. Because like it's not easy peasy at all. It can be challenging. We're gonna talk more about it. But for example, the way I'm teaching is like you have to read the textbook and you have to listen to my lectures. I know some students, they don't like to listen to lectures, but you have to because it is mandatory. So if you would just skip one part, you cannot achieve a good grade in your quiz. And you're gonna end up with a C or a B. I'm assuming that like 10 students now, they're gonna drop the course, but I mean, yeah, that's the point. You have to study in this course. That being said, now we do have some serious talk. This is the textbook that you have to get for this course. I guess you can just borrow it from library, but they do have like maybe 4 copies. Probably they are gone by now, but just saying that you have to get the book. You also need a computer, tablet, or some sort of a smartphone that is capable of connecting to the internet to participate in the class, take quizzes, and be online to chat. But yeah. So your grade's gonna be like your final grade, it's gonna be 100%. 70% of it, which is a major part of your final grade, gonna come from your weekly quizzes. You do have 14 weekly quizzes. Each of them, they would have 5 points. I probably need to go back and check if you have 14. I'm gonna fix it. Your class participation gonna be 10%. Your observation project gonna be 20%. Overall grade gonna be 100. At this point, there is no extra credit for the course. As I provided multiple activities for you, you're gonna have a final project, which is like midterm project, but still, no, actually for this class, we do have final project. Then you do have your weekly quizzes as well as, what was that? Oh, class participation as well. Sorry, I'm just old. I know we shouldn't be judgmental about age, but I would forget the stuff. And sometimes you need to email me and remind me. But yeah, we don't have extra credit for now. Yeah, what can you expect from me? Wait, nowadays the students, they do have a lot of expectation, but I'm here to address all of them. I answer my emails quickly, normally within like 2 business days. I would have office hours. It's gonna be Friday, 9 to 11, but you can just email me and ask for extra time if needed. For those office hours, you need to email me in advance and we can just have a chat because there are, I mean, the topics that we're going to cover in this course, some of them, they're going to be very much personal. And from my experience, some students, they don't like to discuss what they don't like to discuss something about childhood in office hours. But when it comes to our one-on-one session or those kind of appointed time on my office hours, they would talk about their background a little. So I could just help them with a specific theory that they have questions about or something more. So I thought for this class, actually, having appointments and having private office hour gonna work better. But I'm flexible. If you have other preferences, you can always email me and we can talk. I'm gonna provide feedback for you for any assignment that you have. I mean, my personality is very engaging, as I heard from my students. I always have that kind of open door policy that everyone can come to me, talk about their problems. I would listen to them. I wouldn't promise that I would solve all the personal problem that you have, but the least I could do is just being an ear for you, to just listen to you. So this way, I would just make sure that as your mentor, as your instructor, I could just do even like a tiny step for you. So if you have any problem, you needed to talk to someone about your path, like academic path, you can just always come to me, ask your questions. I would make the effort to help you, to provide resources. For example, if you are very much interested about children with Down syndrome, or you would have a question about autism, developmental psychology, doing grad school, again, I'm your buddy. You can just come to me, ask your questions. I'm also very much open about what you're gonna teach me as an educator. I know that there are like so much out there that you know 10 times better than me. And I'm here to learn from you as well. So the way I'm gonna teach is just very interactive. And you can always email me, talk about something that you observed out there, and just keep the conversation alive. I would love to just interact with you all, talk about like psychology in general, whatever interesting question that you might have, and just have office hour based on that and talk about them. Good part. What do I expect from you? I want you to check your email and iCollege on a daily basis for updates and changes. Based on each class, I might make some changes for my classes. For example, if I feel like the class is just very advanced, I would just change my syllabus and make like the whole textbook and lectures more advanced. If I feel like students, they prefer more tangible examples, I would just, change the examples for them and so on. I really like dynamic type of teaching, like that kind of teaching that's gonna be like different based on the people that's gonna participate in my classes. So very much I'm open to change the syllabus if needed. Um, yes, just be aware of the due dates. We're gonna talk more about this, but your first week is all about marking down your quiz time on your syllabus, on your calendar. Like, I really don't want to get any email saying that, oh, I missed the quiz. I mean, dude, you do have one quiz every Sunday. Like every week you do have a quiz. The due date for that is Sunday, 11:59. You can just take the quiz by Monday morning when I'm opening the chapter. Or you could just wait until, I don't know, 10 p.m. on Sunday and just take the quiz. But that is your responsibility to just fulfill the course requirements over a week. If there is some medical condition, specific issue, you have to email me and you have to send me the document for that. So that is your responsibility to keep, to just be aware of your due dates. Yes, you have to be engaged with the lecture. It's gonna break my heart. I'm just making a lot of work creating lectures, and yeah, you should be active. Respect the university code of conduct and other policies and procedures. I was so lucky. Like, I've been teaching from like 2019. It's been 6 years. And I've never had an issue with any students so far, because I always say that my students are the best. Like, I feel like people who are taking this class with me, they are like the nicest, most educated people on earth. Seriously, like every semester I'm getting a lot of nice, sweet, cute emails from my students saying that, oh, we really love developmental psychology because of XYZ. And I'm like, I love it, seriously. I mean, they say a lot, they love my teaching style and my personality as well, but I really wanted to be humble. So, yeah, so I really like you would take the opportunity of my enthusiasm for teaching, as well as the resources that I'm giving you. For example, in this course, we don't have an exam at all, because I hate exams. Like, I'm actually very good at understanding concepts, but when it comes to exams, I might not be the best of myself. And I might disappoint myself to the point that I wouldn't like science in general. You see what I'm saying? Like, exam, it's such a big turnoff for me. So that's why we do have weekly quizzes instead of exam. And those quizzes, actually, you do have 2 attempts and no time limitation. It is totally open book. All I need you to do for those quizzes is just reading the material and just watching the lecture. Because, like, I'm not here to assess your like cognitive ability in memorizing some theories, or the way you're gonna become during, testing your knowledge. I'm here to just see if you could understand, comprehend developmental psychology in a way that you could apply on real situation. I know that if you would be a doctor, or if you would be a researcher, or even if you would just work with children and human in general, it wouldn't be some sort of situation that you would just, for example, you are working with a child with autism. You wouldn't open the book in front of the child to just see what theory you should just follow to interact with that child. You're going to see the situation. You're going to go back home, check your resources. You're going to go back for another session, do your best to help that child. If you would be an OT or like a practitioner or something like that. That's how it goes with my course. I don't need you to just memorize some stuff. I need you to just understand them. And if you do have a question, like if you had challenge understanding something, I do need you to come to me, ask your questions. I really want you to be engaged with my course. That's just very important to me. Yeah, that's another point. Yeah, another turn off is I don't like when students wait until very last minute of due dates and email me. Because like it means like you didn't check the material until the very last minute. That hurts actually. Because I really want you to be that kind of enthusiastic students that's gonna at least check the material and troubleshoot before 1 minute before taking the exam. So we don't have an exam, but for assignment, I really need you to just go over the material, see if that makes sense, seek help if necessary, either ask me for a one-on-one session, or like, seek help from your peers. If no one knows the answer, come to me, ask your question. That's my goal. About email, this is my email. Please don't email me with my student email, because I do have one email, student.gsu.edu, like the one you have. The problem with that one is I'm not checking that email, so there might be a lag answering that student email. So if you have any question related to the course, email me with my @gsu.edu so I can just answer you faster. For this email, actually, it's going to take me 24 to 48 business hours to answer you. And I do have a specific format for emailing me. It's just very important to me. It's definitely, it is not an in-person class. We technically would not have any direct interaction with each other. So emailing me is just the best way you can show your true personality. And even like 2 years later, if you needed to get a recommendation letter from me, or you want to take another course from me, I would readily remember you based on the way you were emailing me. I'm going to show you some examples, but the way you're going to email me is building the way I'm going to grade you for your class participation. Because like I said, I'm actually into give you some skill that you could just apply it in your real life. And emailing like a professional person gonna be an asset for that. Even you're gonna apply for a job, or even you're gonna go to grad school, or even if you want to work for, I don't know, some sort of research lab, they're gonna literally judge you based on the way you're gonna email your, I don't know, contact person. The way you're gonna do email is start with a polite greeting. Then you're gonna offer your name, mention the class and section, because that poor professor, that person is teaching 10 classes, seriously, trust me. I'm teaching here at Georgia Tech and like other schools as well. It's just very confusing to me sometimes when I'm opening my Outlook and just see an email saying that, hey, what is the answer for question number 4? Dude, how should I know that? I'm not psychic, right? So just give me some cues so this way I could just, answer your question better. Explain your problem clearly. Don't be vague. It's not like some sort of cryptic interaction. So do your best to just come off like very friendly, eager to learn, polite, at least say hello. I don't know, like something, just show your true personality. I mean, you want to build a relationship with me, something like more than like a professor and a student. So I'm saying I can be like your, I wouldn't say buddy, like, I mean, I said buddy so far, but we're not going to be like close besties, but at least we could just maintain a polite, positive environment for learning. So help me. I really need that kind of professional interaction from you. Bad example. Read that. Wait. Yeah, just, I mean, I wouldn't interact even with my colleague in that manner. And even worse than that, hey, I know that hey is just very much common. I would say hey to everyone, but not when I'm writing email. Even with my close friend who happens to be my colleague, I wouldn't say that, hey, I'm curious about, for example, that one. Just say hello, hi. My name is Armita. I'm in your developmental psychology class. Like the way, for example, this student actually emailed me, it's just very concise, but up to a point. And like, as you can see, they are mentioning a problem with our college, which all of us, we don't like to be like criticized about our performance. But even though she had a point, but she was so polite and she was right. So the way I'm answering them is just very polite too. And, I guess they got like, full class participation because the whole semester they were just interacting with me like this. And I love that. And I want everyone to be as successful as them. So yeah. You already know that. Whatever question you might have definitely is in the syllabus. Because like I'm teaching this course for maybe like 12 semesters. I always taught developmental psych, so I'm just very much familiar with the type of question that I might get. That being said, I assume that your question might be in your syllabus. If it's not, email me. I would love that. And I'm going to add your question to the syllabus. It's going to help me a lot. Again, I'm just a big supporter of constant learning, and it's going to help me a lot. But if your question would be in your syllabus, that's going to be my reaction. It's not like I'm slapping you. I wouldn't, but I wouldn't. Seriously, I wouldn't. But I'm going to be like this cat. I'm going to be pissed. Uh, so joking aside, I would say you made a great decision to take this course with me, not like because of me, because I do care about my students. I always put you guys first, even sometimes over my personal life. I did have some condition. It was my birthday, but my student actually needed help with specific topic, and they did have the assignment coming up, and they needed like that kind of answer for it. So I literally, in the middle of my birthday, I hopped on WebEx and I talked to them. Like, I'm just saying that you are my priority, and whatever I'm doing for this course is just because of you. So I would say there are so many professors like this with this same perspective. So, and I'm one of them. And I would say that you guys are so lucky to have that kind of professors around yourself, because I didn't have anyone when I was doing my education back then. I'm just trying to be that person for you all, if that makes sense. They are my students from, I guess, 3, 4 years ago. I love them. Majority of them, they got a job. Now they're working. Some of them, they got into grad school. But yeah, I love all of them. Yeah. This is actually some sort of emails that I always get from my students. I love it. I love it. And I love it. It actually feels like all of my efforts, they've been rewarded when I'm seeing that kind of thank you teacher notes. So if you have a professor that you really like them, do the same for them because it really makes them smile. Just imagine whatever job you are doing right now, just imagine a good person who's gonna appreciate you for that job. Even your mom, if you are doing dishes, your mom would just say, wow, baby, thank you. I mean, you're gonna smile, right? So it feels good. Do that. It makes me very happy. But yeah, I do have great students. I'm saying that. I'm getting a lot of emails like this every semester. They are my research assistant. They are more than that. But normally I would recruit people from my classes for my research project. It might be one of you, but the rule of thumb is you should have a good grade in my class. You should pay attention. You should answer your emails promptly. So I might just hire research assistants this semester as well. The way I'm just looking at mentorship for my research assistant, I would just give them that opportunity to present at high-level conferences. They can be at GSU or another school. Like I guess back in fall semester, we did have some of my students that presented at Agnes Scott for that big conference. I forgot the name. Better Together conference. Next semester, like now, I mean, this semester, actually, we're going to present at Language and Literacy Day and so on. So if we're going to work together, it's not just going to be doing research for me. It's going to be something just rewarding in which you're going to present your work somewhere. So for this week, we don't have any specific lecture. I just wanted to show you the foundation of the class. I need you to get the book, read the syllabus, and take the quiz because it's very important, and do the introduction discussion post. Ask me whatever question you might have, or email me in advance. Yes, thank you so much. I do appreciate you all listening to me today. We're gonna have that kind of interaction, positive interaction over the semester. Whatever question you might have, always come to me, ask your questions. And I would say that is all. Happy first week of the classes.